How do you really not care about other people's opinions? Imagine a world where everything you see, touch, or experience feels like a hollow imitation. Each moment a repetition, each action devoid of substance. Our protagonist navigates a society steeped in consumerism and monotony, where identity is stifled, and people move through life in robotic uniformity, enslaved by corporate demands and shallow connections. His story reveals a desperate search for something real, something that cuts through the artificiality and awakens him to true meaning. Through his journey, we're invited to examine the deep-rooted societal pressures that strip us of our authenticity, leaving us yearning for more and even uncomfortable truths. The story opens with our protagonist feeling trapped, his life a series of empty routines. Every day he wakes up to the same dull reality, joining a crowd of identical, lifeless figures in an office, all wearing the same clothes, drinking the same drinks, doing the same unfulfilling tasks. His life slips away minute by minute, lost in a haze of artificiality, and his body can no longer endure the internal conflict. Sleepless nights, perpetual exhaustion, a cycle he can't escape. Seeking a reprieve, he visits support groups, desperate to feel something genuine in this hollow world. Surrounded by men enduring real pain, men who fought battles with illness and loss, he discovers a kinship. It's in this raw human connection that he first starts to break free, to feel alive, to let go. Caught in a cycle of endless travel, his life becomes even more superficial. Meaningless encounters with strangers, endless cups of coffee, trivial conversations, and shallow connections. Everywhere he looks, he sees the same artificial world he is part of. We live in a world, he realizes, of mindless consumption and instant gratification, where our thoughts are molded by social media and influenced by superficial images. Lost in comfort and consumerism, we've become disconnected from our primal instincts, enslaved by things we don't need and fears we don't understand. Then he meets someone new, a man who embodies everything he longs for but cannot be. This figure, bold and unrestrained, pushes him to challenge his boundaries and his deepest beliefs. It's only through their unconventional friendship that he learns to escape the trappings of his sanitized life. Tyler, in his rebellious demeanor, is the opposite of the narrator. Tyler sees through the illusions of material wealth and status, mocking the notion of self-worth tied to consumer goods. He shows him the strength that comes with discomfort, that the only way out of their artificial existence is through pain and sacrifice. Together they break away from their sterile existence, retreating into a life of raw, unapologetic experience. A crumbling house, a shared journey into the extremes. Through fights and challenges, they find a sense of meaning that transcends possessions and status. The narrator begins to transform, relinquishing his attachment to the comfortable life he once knew. He becomes stronger, shedding layers of the corporate drone he once was. Soon, this radical mentality spreads to other men who, like him, are fed up with their empty lives. Tyler's influence awakens something within them, forming a clandestine group, a fight club, where every man can be an individual, where he is more than just another cog in the corporate machine. As Fight Club grows, the impact becomes visible. In a world where comfort breeds weakness, this collective discomfort breeds strength and resilience. Each man finds purpose, something larger than himself, a bond that is raw, real, and unapologetic. The rules of Fight Club reflect this shift, emphasizing that true growth comes from embracing discomfort. The narrator's journey isn't just about escaping a life of consumerism. It's about reclaiming the strength that's been buried beneath a society that fears discomfort and worships convenience. The narrator undergoes a profound transformation as Tyler's philosophies dig deeper into his psyche. He embraces pain not as something to escape from, but as a necessary reminder of what it means to be alive. The experiences shared within Fight Club unmask the weakness of a generation that has grown soft in comfort, numbed by distractions. In this awakening, he finds a version of himself that he never knew, a person capable of true resilience, a life stripped of the constraints society once held over him. This journey, however, culminates in a startling realization. The strength he sought outside of himself was within him all along, Tyler, the fearless figure who broke him free, was but a fragment of himself, a part he had suppressed, a survival instinct buried deep under layers of societal pressure and expectation. This revelation shakes him, but it's a reminder that in a world focused on comfort and conformity, the capacity to break free is within us all. The question that remains, will we heed the call and seek our own truth? Or will we remain confined, complacent, and comfortably numb?